Welcome to Module 6, AI Literacy for Ambitious Humans. This is where we step into Phase 2, AI Foundations. And let's be clear from the beginning, this module is not about turning you into a computer scientist overnight. You do not need to casually say machine learning architecture at brunch and frighten your friends. This module is about practical AI literacy. You need to understand what AI is, what it can do, what it cannot do, and how to think clearly about it. Because in the AI era, the person who knows how to direct intelligent tools has an advantage, not because AI replaces them, but because AI multiplies them. The goal is not to be impressed by AI. The goal is to use it with clarity, leverage, and judgment. That is the AI advantage. This module teaches you how to understand AI as infrastructure, not entertainment. That distinction matters. A lot of people are still treating AI like a novelty toy. They ask it a random question, laugh when it gives a weird answer, and maybe use it to write a caption, and then go right back to working manually like it's 2012 and everything is on fire. We are not doing that. Inside a one person empire, AI is leverage. It can help you write, plan, summarize, brainstorm, analyze, organize, research, and execute faster. But it still needs direction. You are going to learn what AI is, what it can do, what it cannot do, and how to use it without outsourcing your judgment. Clarity, leverage, judgment. That is the AI advantage. So, what is AI exactly? At a practical level, AI is software designed to perform tasks that usually require human like intelligence. That includes understanding language, recognizing patterns, making predictions, generating content, and supporting decisions. AI learns from data, finds patterns, and generates responses based on your input and context. It is not magic. It is not a tiny genius living inside your laptop wearing a little blazer. It is mathematics, data, and models. That does not make it less powerful. It just means you need to understand what kind of tool you're using. AI can produce impressive work, but the quality of that work depends heavily on the clarity of your direction, the context you provide, and the standards you apply. AI is not here to replace thinking. It is here to amplify the person who knows how to think. AI is not one thing. One of the biggest beginner mistakes is thinking AI is one thing. It is not. AI is a category of tools and capabilities. There are chatbots and assistants, image and video generators, automation and workflow tools, coding assistants, research and analysis tools, voice and transcription tools, data and prediction systems, AI agents, and much more. So when somebody says AI can do this or AI cannot do that, the smarter question is which AI tool for what task and what setup and under whose direction? The tool matters, the task matters, the setup matters, but you matter most because a powerful tool in the hands of a vague operator produces vague results. A powerful tool in the hands of a clear operator creates leverage. AI is especially powerful for tasks involving language, structure, repetition, ideas, and patterns. It can write first drafts, summarize and simplify information, research and analyze topics, brainstorm ideas, organize and structure messy thoughts, create content and business assets, plan and strategize, automate repetitive work, increase speed and consistency. One of AI's greatest gifts is helping you move from a blank page to first version faster. And if you have ever stared at a blank document like it personally betrayed you, you know how valuable that is. AI helps you start, it helps you shape, it helps you produce. But remember, a first draft is not the final standard. AI helps you get moving faster. You still guide the work to the finish line. Now, let's talk about what AI cannot do. This is where we keep our standards intact. AI cannot guarantee truth. It can sound confident and still be wrong, which is rude, but here we are. AI cannot replace human judgment. It cannot truly understand your personal context unless you provide that context. It cannot feel emotions or empathy. It cannot take responsibility for your decisions. It cannot understand real world consequences the way a human can. It cannot know your values or your purpose unless you define them. This is why AI output must be reviewed. Useful does not mean perfect. Fast does not mean accurate. Confident does not mean correct. AI is powerful, but it is not the boss. Your judgment stays in the chair. Your human advantage is not speed. AI will usually beat you on speed. Your advantage is judgment and discernment, creativity and original thinking, empathy and relationships, context and experience, ethics and values, leadership and vision, strategy and decision making. AI can generate options. You choose what matters. AI can draft a message. You decide whether it sounds trustworthy. AI can summarize a problem. You decide what the real issue is. AI can suggest a strategy. You decide whether the strategy fits your goals, capacity, audience, and values. The human advantage is not doing everything manually. The human advantage is knowing what deserves attention, what requires judgment, and what should never be delegated blindly. That is where your power is. Here is one of the most important principles in this module. AI amplifies the user. The quality of your AI output depends on your clarity, your context, and your standards. Vague in, vague out. Clear in, powerful out. Low standards in, mediocre content out. High standards in, massive leverage out. This is why AI does not make weak thinking disappear. Sometimes it just makes weak thinking faster, prettier, and more dangerous. Cute? No. Efficient? Unfortunately, yes. So your job is to become a better operator. Better operator, better output. Better output, bigger results. AI is not a shortcut around your thinking. It is a multiplier of your thinking. That means your clarity is now a business asset. AI literacy has layers. The first layer is tool awareness. You need to know what tools exist and what they are designed to do. The second layer is prompting. You need to communicate clearly with AI. The third layer is context. You need to give AI the right information so the output is relevant. The fourth layer is evaluation. You need to review, refine, and improve what AI gives you. The fifth layer is workflow thinking. You need to use AI inside systems, not just random one-off tasks. The sixth layer is ethics and judgment. You need to use AI responsibly. That is the AI literacy stack. Tool awareness, prompting, context, evaluation, workflow thinking, ethics and judgment. This is how AI literally turns tools into transformation. Let's compare bad AI use and smart AI use. Bad AI use starts with a vague question. Then it copies the first answer. There is no review. The person publishes or sends it. Then they wonder why the result is generic, inaccurate, or painfully beige. Smart AI use is different. You define the goal. You give context and constraints. You ask for a format and examples. You review and improve the output. You fact check and adapt. Bad AI use removes the human too early. Smart AI use keeps the human in command. That is the difference between mediocre results and powerful results. AI should not erase your voice. It should help you express your thinking faster, cleaner, and more strategically. One of the best ways to use AI is a thinking partner. Not because AI is always right, because AI can help you see more options faster. You can use AI to pressure test ideas, find gaps and blind spots, ask better questions, brainstorm options, role play scenarios, simplify complex topics. For a solo operator, this is incredibly useful. You may not have a full team sitting around waiting to help you think through a business idea, sales conversation, offer, or decision. AI can become a first layer of strategic support. It can mirror your thinking, challenge assumptions, organize your ideas, help you find the next step. And let's be clear, a thinking partner is not a replacement brain. AI can assist. You still decide. AI is also excellent at execution support. This is where it helps you turn ideas into useful assets. It can turn ideas into outlines, create SOPs and checklists, draft emails and content, summarize meetings, organize projects, automate workflows, create templates and systems. This matters because building a one person empire requires output, not just thinking, not just planning, not just collecting pretty notebooks and pretending that this is a business model. Execution. AI helps you move from idea to asset faster. It gets you started. It helps you structure the work. It reduces friction, but you still guide it to the finish line. AI can help you execute faster. You decide what is worth executing. Here's the quality control rule. Never publish, send, sell, or rely on AI output that you have not reviewed. AI output is a draft until you approve it. Check facts. Check tone. Check logic. Check relevance. Check for human quality. Ask yourself, is this accurate? Is this useful? Is this aligned? Does this sound like me? Does this serve the audience? Does this protect trust? Speed without quality is risk. Quality without speed is slow. Your job is both. Use AI for momentum. Use quality control for credibility, because your reputation is part of your empire. Do not hand it to an unsupervised robot and hope for the best. Start with simple use cases. Do not try to automate your entire life by Thursday like a caffeinated wizard with Wi-Fi. Start with useful, repeatable tasks. Use AI to plan your week, summarize notes, draft content, create outlines, build checklists, improve processes, generate conversation starters, turn ideas into actions, create study plans, research and compare options. The best first use case is a task that is annoying, repetitive, or mentally heavy. Something you already do, something that takes too long, something that creates friction. Start there, then expand. You are not trying to become an AI expert in one day. You are building practical literacy through repeated use. Here is your action step. Choose one occurring task. It can be something from your business, job, content, studies, admin, planning, or personal life. Ask how AI can help you do it faster. How can it help you do it better? How can it help make the task easier to repeat? How it can turn the task into a system, then test it. Actually use the tool. Give it context. Ask for a useful output. Review the result. Improve the prompt. Try again. Do not just think about AI literacy. Build it. One test today can become unlimited leverage tomorrow. Use builds literacy, and literacy builds power. AI is the tool. You are the strategist. You set the vision. You hold the standards. You own the outcome. That is the mindset I want you to carry forward. AI can help you write, plan, research, organize, analyze, and build. But you define what matters. You decide what is true enough to trust. You decide what is aligned enough to use. You decide what is valuable enough to ship. You are not here to be replaced by AI. You are here to become more capable with AI. Understand AI. Use it with power. Build your empire. Next up, Module 7, Prompting as a Power Skill. This is where we learn how to communicate with AI so the outputs become sharper, more strategic, and more useful. Build the skills, build the systems, build the empire.